Hello everybody, I'm Sushikat and I hope you've all had a fantastic day.
And I'm Mortal. I didn't want to do this.
This is central. You are free to engage
Yeah,
in all
you
hostile
kind of got bullied
contacts
into
in
it.
the AO.
It's all your
Take
fault.
chances.
Well, you can thank Gary, or a local 4-pack, who tagged us in a YouTube question and answer challenge. So this is what this is. It's a question and answer thing.
Let's do this thing already.
Okay, so we start off, we've got, 8 questions from the challenge?
Eight real questions with merit and meaning. And like 12 that are just bullshit.
Well, I don't know, some of them are pretty good.
Do you want to start?
So yeah, the first question for the main questions that come with the challenge is, why did you start YouTube?
Well, it's basically you wanted to do it, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I did want to do it, although we did want to do it like long before we actually started.
Yeah, but we would always bullshit and talk in the background like a film, say, would be on, and like we'd be like, oh my god, this is so shite, this is so shocking. Oh, the continuity's all broken here, and what does that even mean? He's talking shit. And I think we inherited some of that mentality from the likes of Doug Walker.
Yeah, there's a few out there.
Yeah, and we talk about, you know, what's complete crap about a game or a book.
Pretty much anything, really. You have, you know what's bullshit, which is a series I still want to do.
When I can actually do anything technical.
Editing properly.
Yeah, any of that. So that's kind of the story of it, and I was always along for the ride, really.
Yeah, it was kind of a flight of fancy.
But I gave Kat a kick in the arse to actually do it.
Well, I mean,
you did the stream thing.
Yeah, I done the stream, and then I was looking at doing a video with a walkthrough, and could I get my head around editing? Could I fuck?
Yeah, so I literally sat Kat down one day and I said, look, I got Doom here. We got this recording shit that you got the Elgato capture thing, and you've got a microphone. You sit your fucking ass down and you do a playthrough of this game with me.
So yeah,
that's not so much the why as the how, but it kind of falls to a combination of a flight of fancy and me being sick and fucking tired of Kat buying things she don't ever use. So
which does happen on occasion.
Yeah, if by occasion you mean weekly.
It doesn't happen weekly. You talk utter shit. So.
I'm gonna have a cigarette.
Not while we're recording.
No, I'm rolling one now for later. So next serious question.
So where did your YouTube name come from? Now we both have different YouTube names, which, if anyone's been looking on our comments section, will have noticed. So all the videos get loaded up onto my account, and then Mort will answer some of the questions.
It's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they can't seem to. If anyone knows how to say it so that Mort doesn't have to watch the video as well to answer the any comments, that would be greatly appreciated.
Anyway, how did you get your?
My name is based off of a school nickname and my actual name. So Sushi came from the school nickname, and no, I'm not telling you what it is. It's embarrassing. So it's that's not happening. You're not finding out. But Kat is short for Katie, which I think most of my subs know my actual name. But
Mostly
if you don't,
my fault.
Yeah, if you've been paying attention, you will have heard Mort say it several times. But yeah, so Kat is actually short for Katie, and that's kind of where that bit came from. So, and you've got your own, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I have been mortal
We've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the
12,
hologram.
15 years.
It's been a very long time.
Maybe even longer. Where it originally came from was a long time ago. I was signing into this browser game. I was a teenager at the time, sue me. And it required a character name, and being as I was previously a bit of a role player anyway, I decided to just come up with something off the cuff, like rather than use my real name and a bunch of numbers to differentiate it or whatever it was. I decided to, because it was a game about gladiators, play on mortality. So mortal. It's really quite that simple. And it stuck because I liked the sound of it. It had a punchy thing going on. And that was it, basically. I've had role-playing characters called Mortal since then.
Yeah, I mean, I've played with a couple of role-play characters by the name of Mortal, or Moral was another one,
Yeah,
which is because that was because of a naming convention. It needed to be 6 letters.
Let's not get into the Homestucks. So that's where our YouTube names came from.
Yes.
Roger, Big Sky.
So, how long have you been doing YouTube?
2 months, next question.
That was a bit harsh. It's been since about September, isn't it?
Yeah, about 2 months.
Yeah, so
no time at all. I mean,
No.
an age in politics time.
yeah. Although I'm really impressed with the number of subs we've got.
I honestly didn't think people would be in any way interested in hearing what we have to say. I thought it was going to be a thing where you were going to be like, you were going to get over the mystique of it as soon as you saw how shitty a slog it is to get anywhere, and then it's like,
Yeah, but we're almost at 40 subs now.
yeah, that's like a sub every 2 days.
Yeah, we got 3 yesterday, which was absolutely awesome.
Blew my mind. So yeah, this 2 months is the answer to the question.
So, what do you use to record with? Well, this one here is all yours to answer.
Well, usually we use either the OBS Studio or the Elgato capture card that Kat bought in the first place, and I can't see it, and I'm not going to tell you what model it is.
It's a HD60.
Oh, there you go. An Elgato HD60, which is a ball buster to work with sometimes. And you've got this lovely little blue snowball here.
I do like my little blue snowball. It was a steal.
Mm.
And looking at some of the prices for it, I got it for just under half the recommended retail.
And given the sound quality it produces, you can't really...
No, I mean, I did ask around a lot about, microphones and stuff, and, should I do it with a headset? And a lot of the people that came back to me said, no, don't do it with a headset. It'll, you won't get that great of a quality and stuff like that, and they gave me a lot of pointers. So, and then they started suggesting headphones, or not headphones, microphones and stuff.
Good audio equipment's expensive.
For the majority, for a decent price and stuff like that, the blue snowball was the one that I kept getting. Kept getting recommended. So that was the one I went for, and I managed to get it for quite a good price.
Can't really knock either the Elgato HD60 or the Blue Snowball. They do their job. Although previously mentioned, the capture card is a ball up. What do we got next there?
Do you make your own thumbnails?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
And what do you use to make the thumbnails there, Mort?
I use MS Paint.
There's nothing actually wrong with MS Paint, and it, because we named our series Lazy Play and stuff like that, using MS Paint and that kind of sort of shortcut and stuff like that, it really fits in, doesn't it?
Yeah, I finally put years and years of bickering with various incarnations of Microsoft Paint to good use. When I made that first thumbnail for Doom, the time and effort I went to to make that sit on the borderline of shitty as hell.
It's like it actually took a lot of work to actually make them look as bad as they do.
It takes a lot of work to look this bad. It really does. But the thing of it is, it's not so much that they just look bad, in my opinion. They have to look bad in a specific way, and it still has to comply with composition and colour theory. That's the trick of it. But yeah, I make all our thumbnails. Regular ones for series episodes and the finale ones. Things are going to have to change up a little bit though when we step off from lazy play and start going into something slightly more focused and tight.
Yeah, we might have to look at GIMP and stuff like that for the thumbnails, because they give a bit more professionalism than Paint.
You can anti-alias. You can have various transparency levels, etc., etc., etc. But I will stipulate now, if we get into GIMP and things like photo editor, whatever, that's your bag as the artist.
Yes, because I am such a terrific artist.
Better than I am.
Well, tying in with the whole thumbnails thing, the next question is, who made your intro/outro? Now, people will notice that we don't have either at the moment, but we have commissioned a fellow YouTuber to do us a couple of plates for our intro and outro, and it's Captain Primacy, who I will link in the description below.
Yeah, he's got this lovely little loose cartoony drawing style, and he seems to have started out with basically recreating the Vault Boy aesthetic.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice. You know, it's a very clean artwork, and it's really quite sweet.
Did he not also draw your mask in the first place?
Yes, he didn't actually draw that for me initially. He drew it for someone else, and then when I said I wanted to get a decent profile picture, he gave me a whole bunch of options and was like, "Choose one, you can use it." I was like, "Oh, awesome!" And I saw that one, and I was like, "Yeah, I want that one, but can you change the colours?"
Wow, we're peaking so bad.
We can sort all that out in post, or you can sort all that out in post.
Yeah, stop saying we can sort it out in post. Oh, we can just equalise the sound levels. I don't think you realise how awkward that can be. Next question.
Do you think you will ever quit YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
The instant I get a job, I'm dropping this shit like a hot rock.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, love you too. Yeah, and I am slowly posting up links to the videos up on mine, so I'm really looking at seeing how I can upload longer videos onto mines and stuff like that as well. So, yeah, I quite possibly will be dropping YouTube, particularly if things carry on the same way they have been, with things like YouTube Heroes and all of the censorship that is going on.
Less said the better.
So, yeah, there is that.
For me, it's a mere amusement. I have no concrete commitment to this, apart from that I want to not disappoint viewers.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing that I've come to realise is that, small though it is, there is an audience now, a regular audience for what we do, and they might not watch everything, but they do watch what they enjoy.
And that is absolutely fine, because I've had this conversation with people before. I don't watch. I'll find a YouTuber, and I might not watch everything that they actually produce because I don't like the game, or there'll be something about it that I just don't like, so I won't watch it.
I'm not arguing that either way. What I'm saying is I've realised that there is an audience for what we do. Mad as they are, they still kind of come looking to us for something to watch during the lunchtime.
Yeah.
And that...
But no, that's kind of not what I was getting at. I was kind of getting at the, you know, it's okay if you don't watch everything we put out, or you don't watch a series that we put out or something.
Cat almost dropped the mic then.
Yeah, I almost did.
Keep a firm hand on the base and clamp it to your leg. Don't move things around.
Na 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 na. Grumpy cow.
So, literally what keeps me here is you guys and Kat. It sounds cheesy and shitty, but that is in fact the truth. It's a hobby, it's an amusement, and I'm only just now realising that I have some small measure of responsibility to the channel now.
Mm.
That's a fuck.
Yeah, not just as editor, and the male voice in the group.
Has a number of potential applications. I'm sure the
Next question.
to begin.
What other videos might make it to your channel?
Oh, we have so much planned. Live beheadings, debates with unpopular world leaders. I don't fucking know what's going to wind up on the channel. Right now we have Lazy Play. That is it.
Yeah, Monday we'll be starting...
Blind play?
Blind play, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what game it is. Several people that know me already know. They've guessed, and, you know, it's kind of unfair for me to go, no, and then have them turn around and go, well, see, told you. So, a couple of people know what it is, but I'm not going to announce it until Monday.
And what blind play is we blindfold Cat.
And then tell me to play a game and watch me squirm.
No, that is not at all what it is. See, I wanted to just call it Lazy Play and have that be the thing. And everything is Lazy Play because we are fucking lazy players.
Yes.
But Kat wants to look into theming things, so we've got blind play where she just jumps in, alright, jump in with both feet, not knowing a damn thing about the game, and whether we also open it to like other ideas like indie play, where we look for very obscure games that we find interesting.
Or co-op.
Or a co-op thing, like an
I
arcade.
still want to do Portal as a co-op, but I refuse to do it on your fucking laptop.
Well, screw you too. My laptop is doing all the work and the storage. You might get some respect around here sometimes.
No, your laptop is awesome. I just don't like playing on PC or laptops. So.
You do realise that most of Valve's games are in fact controller compatible?
Yes.
Okay then.
Still doesn't mean that I want to play on the laptop.
We can network. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, what do we got?
So yeah, so that would be the end of the main questions.
Oh god, no.
We have got some interesting
community posed questions.
I'm gonna save one of them till last.
Specifically?
Yeah, specifically. Yes. So we have the majority of these questions came from Local 4-Pack, who was the person that gave us this challenge in the first place.
Damn it, Gary.
But, so yeah, what is your favourite experience with YouTube, either as a viewer or a contributor?
Well, that has to go individually to each of us, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with you, your channel, etc.
Well, I think the thing that I've enjoyed the most is actually interacting with people, whether it's because I'm a viewer or, you know, interacting with the comments section in our videos and stuff. I love comments. I love people responding to our videos, even if they turn around and go, "You're shit," you know, because usually when they say "you're shit," I giggle.
You're not going to like it so much if we hit the hundreds of thousands of views mark and suddenly the comment section is a flame war every single time.
I just sit back and watch. You know what I'm like. I'm a terrible troll. I will start arguments and then sit back and just watch.
You're not meant to troll your own comment section.
Hey, if I tell people now, they'll know what to expect later.
Well, for me, my favourite thing about YouTube, and this is going to sound awfully fucking trite and sad, is I love the videos. Other people's specifically, I never found entertainment that was so tuned to me and so instantly engaging as when I started seriously looking into YouTube on a daily basis. I mean, I found the Game Grumps, who I don't always agree with.
No.
But they are fucking hilarious when they go. When they hit something and it's hilarious, it really is hilarious. And there's that sense of intimacy there, which we all must kind of temper with our understanding of the situation. But it does sound, to me, after a year or more of watching their videos, as if I'm just listening in on a pair of old friends.
Yeah, they definitely have that dynamic, don't they?
Yeah, and I also feel sometimes like I'm listening to a pair of my old friends talking, because you feel like you've gotten to know them that well, and that's not true necessarily, but the illusion of it is very comforting and warming, and it relaxes me greatly. Also, other people who make lore videos, opinion pieces sometimes, comedy sketches. It's just all that warm human stuff that has bled out of mainstream media over the past 20 years. It's with the start of Friends. You know, it's just so much has been lost to TV and radio that I think the likes of YouTube are picking up and carrying on, and it's a wonderful thing. And that's my favourite thing about YouTube.
So YouTube actually kind of done its work right then.
I mean,
yeah, it's kind of what it was there for in the first place.
Yeah, I think it was initially meant to be for like home videos and cat pictures. Sorry, cat videos, but yeah, it's developed its own ecosystem.
So, what would you consider to be a great accomplishment with your YouTube channel?
Fucking nothing.
You're such a boring sod.
Actually, the fact that we've halfway managed to hold to some kind of schedule, and that brief period where we dreamed that we might manage to get a video out daily.
Well, that did happen for a short while.
About a week.
Yeah, about a week and a half. But
just getting it started, I think, is the biggest accomplishment we have. Because we barely, like I said, 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, we've barely even started, haven't
Exactly.
we? So, yeah, but yeah, it's like actually getting to a schedule, which at the moment is kind of a if-when, because my internet sucks ass, and Mort's internet is kind of non-existent.
And Cat's Xboxes are alternately not working or turning themselves on.
Or off. Or pressing pause when I don't press pause. Or, yeah.
So right now, with our whole achievement on YouTube scale, we're like those two lesbian Russians in that fucking truck at the start of their music video. We got a lot of freight behind us, but we're going fucking nowhere.
So
hold that damn microphone.
I'm sorry, I don't have hands enough. There you go. Here's a bit more of a personal one. What's your favourite ice cream flavour?
I'll let you take this one first.
I like vanilla.
You boring. I knew that. That's why I set her up.
Yeah, but yeah, I like vanilla. Vanilla is my favourite ice cream flavour.
Well,
So,
there's a reason why it's the most common.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's soft, it's subtle, it's, you know, it's not going to be overpowering.
Everyone can agree on vanilla.
Yes.
Me, rum and raisin.
Yes.
I love raisins, and that sweet warmth of the rum. Just, oh.
With the only time you don't like raisins is when I'm using it as an excuse. It's like, why do you do this? Raisins.
Raisins? Fuck off, cat. Fuck off. It's not cool and you know it. So there's our favourite ice creams, Gary. I hope you enjoyed learning this incredibly banal fact about both of us.
You're such a grumpy shit. You know that? So yeah. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? With the stipulation that it's not allowed to be where you're living right now.
We need to further clarify, because world can mean either the planet or the cosmos.
I think he means the planet.
Dang it.
We all know you want to live on Mars.
I do not want to live on Mars, not right now, not as it is. Anyway, yeah, well, narrowing it down to Earth. I'll let Kat field this first.
See, this was one of the ones that I was sat there thinking about for quite a while, and I was just like, I really don't know. I mean, I talk a lot of shit about Plymouth and how shit Plymouth is and how little there is to do here. You know, that doesn't actually cost an arm and a leg.
It's a provincial city, I mean.
Yeah. So, you know, so I do talk a lot of shit about Plymouth, but I do really like Plymouth. And, you know, particularly the surrounding areas, not necessarily Plymouth itself. I think I wouldn't be able to give an exact location, but in the middle of the woods with a really, really good internet connection, I could live with that. Yeah, I could take that.
So you meant to say something interesting, like Australia or Japan?
No, just in the middle of the woods with a little brook, like sort of over there somewhere.
Well,
with a really good internet connection.
that's not. That doesn't really say where you are, though. That could be almost anywhere.
Yeah,
in the world.
That's because I don't really give a shit.
So Kat refuses to answer the question directly.
I'm sorry, it's the best answer I've got.
Well, this is going to sound equally as boring, but I kind of want to live in the old village again.
Up in Wales.
Yeah.
I can't blame you there, the Penmachno.
Well done, you even pronounced it mostly right.
Mostly right. I can't do it completely. But yeah, that place is absolutely stunning. I can definitely see why you'd want to live.
The village
back up there
itself
as well.
is mostly dead, so it would have to be Penmachno in the late 80s.
Oh, so you want to go time travelling as well?
Yeah. But
what is it? It's a closed down pub with, 12 buildings? Like 12 houses?
no, it's a proper sized village, it is. It's got like 30 streets and everything. Granted, most of them are back alleys, but shush.
Most of them actually back up onto a field.
Look, it's rural North Wales. What the hell do you want?
Told you were Welsh.
Whatever. Next question, please.
Does size really matter?
Well, yeah. Fucking, of course it does. I walk into a Subway, I damn well hope that I got the money for the footlong rather than a 6-inch. Of course size matters. The fuck is wrong with you? Why is this even a question?
I suppose it depends on the context.
Exactly.
If you consider the size of a man's dick, does the size of a man's dick really matter? Well, yeah, it does.
Only at the extremes.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, so if you have like a fucking inch-long dick, then yeah, that's gonna matter. Or if you have, what was the world record? Is it 13.5 inches?
Good lord.
Flaccid?
How the... I know they say baby's arm holding an apple, but that's even more.
But, you know, it's like, yeah, you hit those extremes, then yeah, size matters. But, you know, if you're around average, or just under average, or just over average, then no, it doesn't. Not in that regard. And it's also the same for women's breasts and asses, and, you know, I think the only time that on average size really matters is when it comes to food.
Yeah, pretty much. And guns.
And guns.
And cars. And tanks. Fuck, actually, trees. Shit. The list keeps growing. So yes / no, size does / doesn't matter.
It really depends on context.
Moving on. Sick fucks.
Well, that would be loco.
Damn it, Gary.
What's your favourite Fallout 4 NPC and why?
You want to field this?
Do you have an answer for this?
Well, of course I do.
My answer would be the Mariner, because I actually really like her backstory, and you know, if you actually talk to her and go through her missions and pay attention to what she's saying and stuff like that, her backstory is really quite sad, and you know, I genuinely really do sort of feel for her. So yeah, my favourite NPC would be the Mariner, and I would suggest anyone that doesn't know her history and her situation, go back and do those missions, and go back and talk to her a bit.
Excluding companions.
You're excluding companions.
Well, yeah, well they're not quite the same beast, are they?
Some people can count the
well, they are
companions
NPCs,
as
but
NPCs.
They are NPCs, but excluding companions, because it would instantly go to Curie if that were the case. Excluding companions, Cricket. Just because she's a fucking tweaker junkie bitch. She looks unhealthy. She all fucked up. She sell you guns and crap. Yeah. Just the character design, primarily. They really broke the mould of the character design in Fallout 4 with Cricket. Because she looks like a fucking smackhead.
It's like, yeah, we've seen a few.
It's like not even actual junkies and raiders look as tweaked out as Cricket.
Mm.
So that's why. Purely for design.
So, what is the most bizarre dream you can remember?
I see now you're asking.
See, this one here came from Monkey C.
Yeah, of course it would be Monkey. I remember dreaming one time that I was a statue.
Oh, that must have been confusing.
It was, and people kept coming down like in front of me with animals and like brutally murdering them.
Oh, so you were some sort of statue of a god.
Yeah, but I was immobile and powerless and couldn't communicate or anything. And I spent like it felt like several years, but really it was just a dream, so probably minutes really. It felt like ages and ages, just kind of staying there, staring down on these people doing their thing and occasionally killing a pig. And I was like, well, Jesus, no wonder God's so angry with us all the time. We're fucking awful.
Well, yeah, but, you know, you didn't need a dream to realise that we're fucking awful.
I mean, it might have been one of those anxiety disempowerment things, like I'm meant to be a god, but here I am in a mobile piece of stone watching people be stupid.
Mm.
So that's my most bizarre dream that I can remember.
See, I don't remember too many of my dreams. I remember you telling me once that I sat up in the middle of the night, looked at you, like, eyes open and everything, just looked straight at you, shouted "Muffin Maid," rolled over and went back to sleep.
He didn't shout so much, but it was very shocking. Like, why Muffin Maid?
You told me about it the next day, and I was like, I don't recall that at all. But yeah, the most bizarre dream I remember. Well, this will delve into my mind a little bit. The most bizarre dream I remember was I was I was in primary school, And I'm talking about I was in primary school, not in my dream. And I had this dream where there was a... I could only describe him as a hunter. And he was on loose, and he was out to get me and my family, specifically. And I had to hide in the fireplace behind a false wall to stay away from him, because if he found me, then he would kill all of my family. Okay. So, yeah, that was fucking weird.
So that's one of those, the like, terrible beast dream.
Yeah, kinda. But yeah, that was really fucking weird. And I don't know where it actually came from, because I wasn't even in year 1. I was in
preschool.
Yeah, preschool, sort of last year of preschool. So the whole concept of murderers and serial killers and all that kind of shit wasn't really, it wasn't really something that would normally occur to someone at that age.
Everyone has the terrible beast dream.
Yeah, I know everyone does, but usually it's an actual beast, or its eyes, or its teeth. Mine was a person. Specifically, a person.
Yeah, well, that's hardly bizarre.
And I knew that he'd done it before, and I knew that he was gonna come and get me and my family, and if he found me, he would kill me and my family.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah, that's the most bizarre dream that I remember.
Cat's most bizarre dream is one that everyone has.
Yes.
Fucking boring subconscious you have.
Well, no, it's just that,
It was weird given context.
Yeah, it was weird given context, not necessarily weird in what it was.
I was being an arse.
I know you are. That's because you're a monumental dick.
Well, I don't know. When I was that statue, I might very well have been a phallic symbol.
So we have a bonus question.
Oh, bonus round! Ding, 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 ding. For the luxury yacht.
This one here is from Local 4-Pack.
Again, Gary, fuck you. Fuck you very nice.
And this question is, do you like your nipples pinched?
No! Fucking ow! That's the last thing I like. Well, it's not the last thing, there's worse, but... No, what? Why? That's uncomfortable and painful. Why would you do this? That's my answer.
My answer is, I'm a bit of a masochist, so, a little bit, yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening.
Just end on a high note.
Or a low note, a gutter note in your case.
Gary did ask the question.
We didn't have to answer. Anyway.
You just hoped we didn't have to answer it.
We'll see you all next time.
I hope you all had a fantastic day or night.
I've been mortal, and fuck you, Gary.
I expected that would be a priority research task.
Bye!
Goodbye. Actually, not bye, because we forgot to tag people for the challenge as well. So, several hours after the fact, I'm just adding this onto the end here. Our tags for the YouTube question and answer challenge, I guess. On a whim 7737. Die, you're up. More to me for life, that would be Liz. And someone whose name Kat couldn't quite remember, so we're just going with their screen name. Husky Cruxes. Alright, that's your lot. I'm done now. Piss off.
The council believes